Flow, The Secret of Happiness. Summary of the book. Published by Audiobooks HUB. Introduction. The hidden key to a fulfilling life. Have you ever had a moment when time seemed to disappear? When you were so immersed in what you were doing that nothing else mattered? That state of effortless involvement, of pure enjoyment and deep concentration, is called flow. The concept of flow was introduced by the psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who discovered that the happiest and most fulfilled people consistently experience this state. Whether it's an artist painting, an athlete running, or a programmer coding, flow is the secret ingredient that makes their work feel rewarding rather than exhausting. But here's the problem: most of us rarely experience flow in our daily lives. We are distracted, overwhelmed, and stuck in routines that drain our energy instead of fueling our passion. Instead of living fully engaged, we live in autopilot mode. This book is designed as a shortcut to the essence of flow. Instead of diving into long theoretical explanations, I'll give you a practical, easy-to-follow roadmap that will help you experience flow more often, whether at work, in hobbies, or even in everyday tasks. By the end of this book, you'll know what flow really is, why it's essential for happiness and success, how to create the perfect conditions for flow, how to eliminate distractions and stay focused, how to turn mundane tasks into deeply rewarding experiences. Each chapter will be filled with simple exercises and actionable tips. This is not just a book, it's a guide to a new way of living. Are you ready to unlock the secret of happiness? Let's begin. Chapter 1. What is flow and why does it matter? The science of flow. Flow is a state of deep focus, enjoyment, and effortless action. It occurs when your skill level perfectly matches the challenge you are facing. If something is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you feel anxious. But when the difficulty is just right, you become completely absorbed. Studies show that people who frequently enter flow report higher levels of happiness, creativity, and productivity. It's the key to peak performance in any field, whether in sports, business, or the arts. Signs that you're in flow. You might be in a state of flow if you lose track of time. You feel completely focused and involved. The task feels effortless, even if it's challenging. You don't think about anything else. You feel a deep sense of satisfaction afterward. The happiness connection. Research suggests that people who experience flow regularly feel more fulfilled than those who simply chase external pleasures. Why? Because flow is intrinsically rewarding. It makes you feel alive. Practical exercise. Identify your flow moments. Think of a time when you were completely absorbed in an activity. What were you doing? How did you feel? What made that experience so engaging? By recognizing your personal flow experiences, you can start finding ways to bring more of them into your daily life. Chapter 2. How to create the perfect conditions for flow. The 3 pillars of flow. To enter flow, 3 key conditions must be met. Clear goals. You must know what you're trying to achieve. Unclear or vague objectives create confusion, while specific goals keep you engaged. Balanced challenge. The task should be difficult enough to keep you interested, but not so hard that it causes anxiety. Immediate feedback. You need to see progress as you go. This helps you stay motivated and adjust your actions in real time. Eliminate distractions. Flow thrives in deep focus. The modern world, however, is designed to steal your attention. Notifications, emails, social media, all of these disrupt flow. Practical tips to minimize distractions. Use the Do Not Disturb mode. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Create a focused environment. Keep your workspace clean and free of clutter. Time blocking. Set aside specific time slots for deep work. The 4% rule, pushing the right amount. Research suggests that the best way to enter flow is to engage in activities that are 4% more difficult than your current skill level. This slight challenge keeps you engaged without overwhelming you. Ask yourself, is this task too easy? Make it slightly harder. Is this task too hard? Break it down into smaller steps. Rituals and triggers for flow. You can train your brain to enter flow more easily by creating pre-flow rituals. Examples of pre-flow rituals. Listening to the same type of music before deep work. Meditating for a few minutes to clear your mind. Using a specific workspace dedicated to focused work. Practical exercise. Design your flow routine. Choose a task you want to get into flow with. Remove all possible distractions. Set a clear goal for the session. Find a way to make the task just slightly more challenging. Use a simple pre-flow ritual, e.g., deep breathing, stretching, or listening to music. The more you practice these steps, the easier it will be to enter flow consistently. Chapter 3. Mastering Focus, the Gateway to Flow. Why focus matters. Flow cannot exist without deep focus. In a world filled with distractions, our ability to concentrate is constantly under attack. The average person checks their phone over 100 times a day, making deep work almost impossible. But if you learn to control your focus, you unlock the ability to enter flow at will. The 2 types of focus. Sustained focus. This is the ability to stay on one task for an extended period without getting distracted. Selective focus. This is the ability to ignore irrelevant information and concentrate only on what matters. Both are essential for achieving flow. The enemies of focus. To improve your ability to focus, you must first eliminate what's blocking it. The biggest enemies of focus are digital distractions, social media, emails, and notifications. Multitasking. Trying to do several things at once decreases efficiency. Mental clutter. Too many thoughts prevent deep concentration. The 90-minute rule. Your brain can only focus intensely for about 90 minutes before needing a break. This is why the world's top performers, from musicians to athletes, train in 90-minute sessions. Try this. Work in 90-minute blocks of uninterrupted focus. After each block, take a 10 to 15-minute break. Repeat this cycle 2 to 4 times per day for maximum productivity. Practical focus techniques. The Pomodoro technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes and work with full focus. Take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. The single tasking method. Work on only one thing at a time. Close all unnecessary tabs and apps. Keep your phone in another room while working. Meditation for focus. Spend 5 to 10 minutes daily practicing mindfulness. Simply focus on your breathing and observe your thoughts. Over time, this will train your brain to stay present and resist distractions. Practical exercise, your focus challenge. Choose an important task you need to work on. Remove all distractions from your workspace. Set a timer for 25 or 90 minutes and commit to deep focus. Track how long you stay fully engaged. Repeat this exercise daily for 1 week and notice improvements. Mastering focus is the gateway to flow. The better you get at controlling your attention, the easier it will be to enter flow anytime, anywhere. Chapter 4. Finding flow in everyday life. Flow is not just for work. Many people associate flow with creative work, sports, or high-performance activities. But flow can be experienced in ordinary daily tasks, cooking, cleaning, driving, even having conversations. The key is to approach these activities with the right mindset. Turning routine into flow. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to experience flow. Instead, you can transform everyday activities into flow experiences by applying these principles. Be fully present. Pay full attention to what you are doing. Avoid thinking about other tasks or problems. Engage all your senses. Notice the details, textures, and sounds. Set a mini goal. Give yourself a specific challenge within the task. Example, if you're washing dishes, try doing it in the smoothest, most efficient way possible. Make it slightly more challenging. If a task feels too easy, find a way to make it more engaging. Example, if you're cooking, try a new recipe that requires extra skill. Eliminate distractions. Even in simple tasks, avoid checking your phone or multitasking. The more focused you are, the more likely you'll enter flow. Flow in conversations. Even social interactions can be transformed into flow experiences. Deep listening. Instead of thinking about what you'll say next, truly focus on the person speaking. Engagement. Ask deeper questions to keep the conversation stimulating. Energy matching. If the other person is enthusiastic, match their energy to create an engaging interaction. Flow in exercise and movement. Physical activity is one of the easiest ways to experience flow. Whether it's running, dancing, or yoga, movement naturally engages both body and mind. How to find flow in exercise. Pick an activity you enjoy. Set a small, clear challenge, e.g., running a certain distance or perfecting a movement. Focus on your breathing and movements, blocking out distractions. Practical exercise, your daily flow challenge. Pick one ordinary activity you do every day, e.g., eating, walking, or cleaning. Approach it with full presence and attention. Add a small challenge to make it more engaging. Notice if time seems to pass faster and if you feel more immersed in the task. Flow isn't just for big moments, it can be a way of life. The more you practice it in everyday activities, the easier it will be to access in work, creativity, and personal growth. Chapter 5. The Power of Passion: How to Align Flow with Your Life's Purpose. Flow and passion, the hidden connection. One of the best ways to experience flow consistently is to align it with what you love. Passionate people enter flow more often because they are deeply engaged in what they do. When you are truly passionate about an activity, time disappears, and work feels effortless. But how do you find or rediscover your passion? Step 1. Identify your flow moments. Think about the times when you were so engaged in an activity that you lost track of time. These moments hold clues to your passions. Ask yourself, what activities make time fly for me? What tasks do I enjoy even when they are challenging? What kind of work or hobbies leave me feeling energized? Step 2. Follow the energy. Passion isn't something you wait for, it's something you cultivate. Follow the activities that make you feel alive. Curiosity is the first step. If something interests you, explore it further. Test and experiment. Try new hobbies, skills, or career paths to see what clicks. Passion grows with mastery. The more you improve at something, the more you enjoy it. Step 3. Remove passion killers. Sometimes, you might love an activity, but external factors block flow. Identify and eliminate these obstacles. Fear of failure. Don't let perfectionism stop you from pursuing what excites you. Distractions and overcommitment. Too many obligations can drain your energy. Negative self-talk. Stop telling yourself that it's too late to follow your passion. Step 4. Design a life around flow. If you want to experience flow consistently, build your daily life around activities that create it. Practical steps. List 3 to 5 activities where you often experience flow. Schedule more time for these activities in your week. Look for ways to integrate flow-inducing work into your career. Practical exercise: your flow map. Write down the activities that give you flow. Identify obstacles preventing you from doing them more often. Create a small action plan to increase flow in your daily life. Aligning your life with your passions is not a luxury, it's a necessity for long-term happiness and fulfillment. The more you engage in flow activities, the more meaning and energy you bring into your life. Chapter 6. Overcoming Resistance: How to Stay in Flow Despite Challenges. Why flow feels difficult sometimes. Even when you know how to enter flow, there will be days when you struggle to stay in it. Distractions, fear, stress, and self-doubt can pull you out of the moment. Understanding how to overcome these obstacles is key to making flow a regular part of your life. The biggest enemies of flow. Fear of failure. Worrying about making mistakes can paralyze you and prevent deep immersion. Overthinking. Too much self-analysis blocks the effortless engagement of flow. Perfectionism. Wanting things to be flawless can make it hard to start or continue an activity. Lack of challenge. If something is too easy, it becomes boring. Too much challenge. If something feels overwhelming, you may give up too soon. The solution: reframing resistance. Instead of seeing these challenges as roadblocks, see them as part of the process. Every high performer, athletes, artists, scientists, faces resistance before they enter flow. The key is to push through. Practical reframes. Instead of "I'm not good enough," think "I'm improving with each step." Instead of "I don't feel like doing this," think "I just need to start, and flow will follow." Instead of "this is too hard," think "I can break this down into smaller steps." How to stay in flow when you feel stuck. Start small. If you feel resistance, commit to just 5 minutes of focused work. Often, this is enough to enter flow. Use a ritual to enter flow. Create a pre-flow routine to signal your brain that it's time to focus. This could be listening to a specific song, doing a quick meditation, setting up your workspace in a particular way. Control your environment. Reduce external distractions, turn off notifications, use noise-canceling headphones. Keep your workspace clean and organized to minimize mental clutter. Adjust the challenge level. If a task is too easy, increase the difficulty slightly. If a task is too hard, break it into smaller, manageable steps. Get back into flow quickly after disruptions. If you get interrupted, don't waste time feeling frustrated. Instead, take 3 deep breaths, review what you were doing, and jump back in. Practical exercise, the resistance journal. Think about an activity where you struggle to enter flow. Identify the biggest obstacles, fear, distractions, overthinking, etc. Write down one strategy you will use to overcome that resistance next time. The more you practice overcoming resistance, the easier it becomes to enter and stay in flow. Even on difficult days, you'll know how to push past blocks and keep moving forward. Chapter 7. Flow and Energy. How to fuel your mind and body for peak performance. Why energy matters for flow. Flow isn't just about focus, it's about having enough mental and physical energy to stay deeply engaged. If you're constantly tired, distracted, or stressed, entering flow becomes much harder. The good news? You can optimize your energy levels to make flow more natural and effortless. The 3 pillars of flow energy. To consistently experience flow, you need to manage 3 key areas. Physical energy, the fuel your body needs to stay focused. Mental energy, the clarity and sharpness of your mind. Emotional energy, the mood and mindset that support deep engagement. Let's break them down. Boosting physical energy for flow. Flow is easier when your body is energized and alert. Here's how to keep your physical state optimized. Get enough sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Avoid screens 30 minutes before bed to improve rest. Try waking up at the same time every day to maintain rhythm. Eat for energy. Avoid heavy meals before deep work, they make you sluggish. Prioritize protein, healthy fats, and slow-digesting carbs for stable energy. Stay hydrated, even mild dehydration reduces focus. Move your body. Regular exercise improves focus and motivation. Even short breaks with stretching or a walk can reset your mind. Consider flow-friendly activities like yoga, running, or martial arts. Strengthening mental energy for flow. A clear, focused mind is essential for flow. Here's how to sharpen yours. Limit information overload. Too much social media, news, or multitasking drains your mental energy. Try scheduled deep work sessions with no digital distractions. Use your brain's peak hours. Your mind is naturally sharper at certain times of the day. Identify when you feel most alert and schedule flow tasks then. Practice mental reset techniques. If your brain feels cloudy, try a 5-minute meditation. A quick breathing exercise. Writing down distracting thoughts in a journal. Mastering emotional energy for flow. Your emotional state greatly affects your ability to enter flow. Here's how to create the right mindset. Reduce stress before deep work. High stress and anxiety block flow. Take a deep breath or listen to calming music before focusing. Turn work into play. Flow happens when an activity feels enjoyable. Approach work with a playful, curious attitude. Focus on progress, not perfection. Use positive self-talk. Instead of "I have to do this," say "I get to do this." Replace "this is too hard" with "this is a fun challenge." Practical exercise, your flow energy checklist. Each morning, check in with yourself. Did I sleep well? 7+ hours? Am I physically energized? Hydrated? Well fed? Is my mind clear? No distractions or mental fog? Do I feel emotionally ready? Excited rather than stressed? If one area is lacking, fix it before starting deep work. Over time, this habit will make flow easier and more frequent. Flow isn't just about what you do, it's about how you prepare your body and mind. When your energy is optimized, flow comes naturally. Chapter 8. The role of environment, creating a space that triggers flow. Why your environment matters. Your surroundings have a huge impact on your ability to enter flow. A cluttered, noisy, or distracting space makes deep focus nearly impossible. On the other hand, a well-designed environment naturally pulls you into flow with minimal effort. The key elements of a flow-friendly environment. To optimize your space for flow, focus on 4 factors. Minimal distractions. Reduce noise, interruptions, and digital temptations. Comfort and ergonomics. Make sure your setup supports deep work. Lighting and atmosphere. Use lighting, colors, and scents that enhance focus. Psychological triggers. Personalize your space with objects that signal flow. Eliminate distractions. External distractions, your physical space. Noise. If possible, work in a quiet area or use noise-canceling headphones. People, let others know when you need uninterrupted time. Clutter. A messy workspace overwhelms the brain. Keep only what you need. Digital distractions, your devices. Turn off notifications. Every ping pulls you out of flow. Use website blockers. Apps like Freedom or Cold Turkey prevent mindless browsing. Put your phone away. Even seeing your phone can reduce focus. Make your space comfortable. Ergonomic chair and desk. Uncomfortable seating creates tension and breaks flow. Temperature control. Studies show 21 to 23 degrees Celsius, 70 to 74 degrees Fahrenheit, is ideal for focus. Ventilation. Fresh air boosts brain function. Open a window if possible. Use lighting and atmosphere to enhance focus. Natural light improves mood and alertness. Work near a window if possible. Warm versus cool light. Cool white light, 4000 K, 6000 K, equals boosts concentration. Warm yellow light, 2700 K, 3500 K, equals good for creative or relaxing tasks. Scents that help focus. Peppermint equals mental clarity. Citrus equals energy and motivation. Lavender equals stress reduction. Add psychological triggers for flow. Certain objects and rituals train your brain to enter flow faster. A special item. A lucky pen, a specific coffee mug, something you only use during deep work. A pre-work ritual. A short routine, stretching, breathing, music, signals it's time to focus. A visual cue. A motivational quote, an inspiring image, or a neatly organized desk. Practical exercise, your flow environment makeover. Observe your current space. What distractions or discomforts do you notice? Make one improvement today. Remove clutter, adjust lighting, or silence notifications. Establish a pre-flow ritual. Choose one small action, lighting a candle, playing a song, to trigger focus. By designing your environment intentionally, you remove obstacles to flow. Your surroundings will work for you, not against you, making deep engagement effortless. Chapter 9. Flow in Daily Life. How to integrate flow into everything you do. Flow is not just for work or creativity. Many people think flow only happens during big projects, sports, or artistic activities, but flow can be a part of everything, from conversations to daily chores. When you approach life with the right mindset, even simple activities can feel deeply engaging and fulfilling. How to bring flow into everyday activities. Flow thrives when 3 conditions are met. Clear goals. You know exactly what you're doing and why. Immediate feedback. You see progress as you go. The right level of challenge. Not too easy, not too hard, just enough to keep you engaged. Let's see how these apply to different areas of daily life. Finding flow in work and study. Set micro goals. Instead of saying, I'll work for 3 hours, say, I'll complete this section in 30 minutes. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 to 45 minutes of focused work, then a short break, to maintain high engagement. Turn repetitive tasks into a game. See how fast you can do them while maintaining quality. Finding flow in conversations and social interactions. Listen deeply. Instead of thinking about what to say next, immerse yourself in the moment. Ask engaging questions. Conversations flow when both people are genuinely curious. Match the other person's energy. Too slow? Speed up. Too fast? Slow down. Flow happens when energies sync. Finding flow in chores and daily routines. Make it a challenge. Can you wash dishes faster but perfectly? Can you fold clothes without distraction? Use music or rhythm. Playing music or setting a rhythm makes repetitive tasks more enjoyable. Focus fully on the task. Instead of rushing, slow down and immerse yourself, like meditation. Finding flow in physical activities. Choose activities with clear goals. Running, swimming, or weightlifting work well when you track progress. Pay attention to your body. Instead of thinking about the finish line, focus on each movement and breath. Use visualization. Picture yourself succeeding before you start, flow follows. Finding flow in relaxation and hobbies. Active relaxation versus passive consumption. Scrolling social media doesn't create flow, reading, playing music, or doing puzzles does. Fully engage. If you're watching a movie, watch it without checking your phone. If you're drinking coffee, savor each sip. Experiment with creative activities. Drawing, writing, cooking, any hobby where you lose track of time. Practical exercise, your flow integration plan. Pick one routine activity. Work, walking, eating, or even brushing your teeth. Apply a flow principle. Make it slightly more challenging, more engaging, or more mindful. Reflect. Did you feel more focused or satisfied? Adjust and repeat tomorrow. When you approach every part of life with a flow mindset, even small moments feel richer, more meaningful, and happier. Chapter 10. Conclusion: Living a life of flow and fulfillment. Flow is the secret to a meaningful life. Happiness isn't about chasing pleasure or avoiding discomfort, it's about being fully engaged in life. When you cultivate flow, you stop feeling like an observer and start feeling like an active participant in your own story. Flow isn't something rare or mysterious. It's a skill you can develop, a state of mind you can train yourself to enter more often. And the more you experience it, the more fulfilling your life becomes. Key lessons from this book. Flow happens when challenge meets skill. If something is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you get anxious. The sweet spot is where flow lives. Clear goals and immediate feedback create deep focus. If you always know what you're working toward and can track your progress, flow becomes effortless. Distractions are flow's worst enemy. Create an environment that supports deep concentration. Your mindset matters. Approaching tasks with curiosity and a sense of challenge makes flow easier to achieve. Flow isn't just for work. You can experience it in conversations, hobbies, exercise, and even daily chores. How to continue your flow journey. Flow is not just a concept, it's a practice. If you want more of it in your life, you need to apply what you've learned. Identify flow moments. Pay attention to when you feel most engaged. What are you doing? What conditions make flow easier? Reduce distractions. Turn off notifications, set up your workspace, and train yourself to focus. Make every day a flow experiment. Challenge yourself to bring flow into different activities. Develop a flow ritual. A simple habit, like listening to a specific song or taking a deep breath before starting, can help you enter flow faster. Embrace the process. Flow is about being present, not rushing to the finish line. Enjoy the journey. Final thought: a life of flow is a life well lived. People who experience flow regularly report higher levels of happiness, creativity, and fulfillment. They don't just get more done, they enjoy the process. The secret of happiness isn't in the future, it's in how deeply you engage with the present. Start seeking flow today, and watch your life transform. This book was just the beginning of your journey. Now, it's time to put these ideas into action and create a life filled with deep focus, joy, and meaning. Welcome to the flow state,